Hey, it's Mark again with True Life Street Combat. The reason why I started this class is one, I have been through some extreme trainings in my life. I am an aviation Cav Scout for the 101st Airborne Division. I deployed twice to Iraq. I made it back alive both times. During my time overseas, I've had the wonderful opportunity of taking a 1 month class with a fellow pilot of mine in the art of Kenparu Jitsu. I have taken multiple classes in the martial arts since then. None to the severity of where I've gotten a black belt in anything so far as of yet, but I've taken so many diverse versions of martial arts that I don't feel as though that's a necessity. I've taken classes, individual classes in Aikido. I've taken individual classes in Monkey Kung Fu. I've taken individual classes in Tiger Style Kung Fu. I've taken classes from Billy Blanks himself while I was serving in Iraq. Taibo, Billy Blanks, if you happen to get a hold of this video, I want to say thank you for your training. You kicked my ass in a way that nobody else has done since. I would love to train underneath you again if I ever get the opportunity to. You were awesome. Just wanted to throw that shout out to him because he came out to Iraq with us and he did a morale boosting Taibo camp style training for us while we was there, and it was awesome. I learned a lot from him. I've studied, I can't even count how many different styles of martial arts that I've actually taken individual classes from. So when it comes to a extremely diverse way of defending yourself, I can honestly say that I might have the most unique way that I've found yet. Because I'm not using the traditional stances. I'm not using the traditional blocks and guards, and I'm not even using a traditional gi. Everything that I do is completely unique. Why? Because I don't like the way that those movements behave in a true life combative situation. What I teach prepares you for an actual real life combative situation in a way that when you're walking the streets by yourself, you can walk with a lot more self-confidence, knowing that if anyone was to try to throw any punch, any strike, or try to attack you with anything less than a pistol, you have the know-how, knowledge, and you are equipped with the automatic reflexes to be able to defend yourself at any given point in time. My training sessions are going to be an hour long. My training sessions will be every 3 days. The reason why I have each class spread out for 3 days is because it allows you the amount of time that you need in between to be able to master those moves, those movements, to be able to allow your physical body to heal and to move slowly. Yes, slowly. This is not a fast course. This is a slow moving course. There's a reason for that. You cannot shock your system. You're going to hurt yourself. I'm going to say that again. You cannot shock your system. You're going to hurt yourself. That's why my training is slow movements. That's why my training in the beginning may seem ridiculous as hell. And trust me, it does. It is some stuff that I have in my training regimen that feels ridiculous to do. But it's effective. And it works. You remember play fighting as you were kids? You know, the slap, 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 slap play fight? Well, that's a training method that I've taken into my training course, because that actually allows your body to naturally want to block. Like I said, there's a lot of really ridiculous stuff that I'm going to make guys do that's going to make you seem silly, but in the long run, it's building muscle memory. By making it fun, by making it energetic and making it playful at times, it creates a muscle memory that your body does not understand. But when faced in that situation, it naturally throws it without thought. The biggest misconception about martial arts is the thought and movement. Fuck thinking. Excuse my language. Thinking does nothing for you in a fight. If you have to think about what you're going to do, you've already been punched in the mouth. That's why my training is auto reflex, muscle memory. You don't think, just do. That's one of the biggest phrases in my training. Don't think, just do. Allow your body to naturally move. If you try to overthink it, you're going to get punched in the mouth. To all you people out there that like to overthink all the time, if you overthink it, you're going to get punched in your mouth. Don't think. That's why nobody throws a punch in the beginning. Your first month of training, you're not throwing a single punch. During your first month of training, it is all muscle memory and blocking. I have to teach you to defend yourself before I can teach you to attack. Because in self-defense, it's not about the aggression part. The aggression comes later. It's about being able to properly defend yourself without getting punched in the mouth. Nobody likes to get punched in their mouth. Okay? So what makes you any different from me? Now, the mindfulness part of my training is to build your spirit back. Sorry to say this, people. Y'all been asleep for way too long. It's time to wake up. So, we're going to do it together as a team. As you take my training course, you see these beads that are right here? This is one of the items that you will be receiving. 365 beads. One bead for every day of the year. It's a military thing. If you ever captured, you have these beads. Every day, you can somehow put a notch on a bead and be able to count how many days you've been captured for. So you know what day of the month, or what day of the year it is. It's an effective, very effective um, ability to keep your mind focused. Another thing that my students will be getting, all of my students will have to wear their uniforms while they're training. Even when in the virtual world, I want to see my students with their uniforms on. So as I receive the images from my students back that have purchased their equipment properly, because after you get your uniform, then you get your first video. Uniforms will be $60 each. In the beginning, you only really need one, but for all of those people out there that like to have multiples, it's on you. I will have them available. The uniforms are reasonably priced. They're only $60. They will be logoed. At the end of your 3-month training course, you will be purchasing your jacket. You've earned it. The jackets are $200, but there's Letterman style jackets with the team logo printed on it. This is also to be effective in the self-esteem department, because while you're wearing that jacket, you know you have completely completed this course, and you can walk with pride knowing that in any situation that comes your way, you will be able to defend yourself without a second thought, and then you stop questioning it eventually. Now people try to attack anybody that tries to have a fight with me. I warn them first, and then I laugh, because I know my defense is extremely high, and it's difficult for anybody to be able to hit me because of how high my defenses are. That's all of the training that I've done over my many years of fighting. Been watching Bruce Lee ever since I can basically walk. Let me just put it that way. Ip Man is a hero of mine. So isn't Bruce Lee is my hero. He always has been. He always will be. To the Lee family out there, I want to say thank you to your father, because it's your father that inspired me to start the martial arts in the first place. It was Rocky Balboa who inspired me to put on a set of boxing gloves. I fought with the Framingham Police Department for 2 years, training under an old Jamaican trainer. He taught me the old West Indian training ways. When it comes to building muscle, those are the methods that I'm going to be using. It's a weighted method where your body has to combat against additional weight that you're not used to carrying. What happens is your body naturally builds muscle to compensate for the additional weight. Lastly, it's about waking everybody up, man. Y'all been asleep. Stop listening to social freaking media all the time. Stop listening to the news all the time. That stuff is not accurate. It's not verbatim. Don't take it verbatim. The wool, the sheet's already been pulled over your eyes. It's time to take that sheet off your eyes. It's time for you to see the world for what it really is. One more thing, it's also about not giving up. Okay. Yes, the training might seem silly at times. And yes, the training might get difficult at other times. But it's the tenacity. Never give up. Never surrender. Never retreat. Never quit. Always forward. Never backwards. Principles. Strong principles to live by. I can't wait for everything to really launch the way it's about to. I'm proud to be able to say I have this opportunity to launch digital first. Training tapes, website, everything will be coming soon. Want to throw a couple of video blogs out there right now just to get my face shown. That way you guys all can see and hear who actually I really am and why I feel as though I'm so qualified to be able to train everybody. My combat training extends past the military's hand-to-hand combat and continues on to multiple different styles of martial arts. I love fighting. I've been fighting ever since I could walk. Like my brother, he's been a dancer ever since he could walk. Well, I've been a fighter ever since I could think. So, now it's time for me to teach. It's also becoming therapeutic for me because I do suffer from PTSD. And training everybody like I am, seeing the outcomes of my students, getting that sense of pride in knowing that what I'm teaching them is working for them, and the style and method that I go about it is working for them specifically. If you have an ailment, let me know before you start my training class, because I will have to alter your training to suit your ailment. It's one thing I am good at, because I too suffer from multiple physical ailments. I have 2 titanium anchors that hold my shoulder in place. Yes, I am a bionic man. I have a damaged sciatic nerve because I got blown up in Iraq. My injuries are extensive, but my training works. I'm in the best shape that I've ever been in my entire life because of my training. And I can't wait to continue to help others reach their body goals through my training. And where they can start feeling more proud about themselves when they're walking. My name is Mark Smith Brown. I am the owner and CEO of True Life Street Combat. Coming soon. I've already started to soft launch just to get the name recognized and people see it. Now it's time for you to see my face and hear my voice. Keep your eye out for the videos. The training videos will be coming. The training is $300 a month. You get $19 sessions a month for that price. I think that's a very reasonable price, especially for the level of combatives training that you're going to be receiving. I should be charging a whole lot more, a whole hell of a lot more. But because I'm launching for the first time, I don't want to overshoot the market too much. So I'm keeping it reasonable. Eventually, my prices will go up. And there is a combatives version of my training. So, once again, thank you for taking the time. You have a great day.